All right, in case you missed some of Sunday's games, here's some of the things that stood out for me. The Washington Redskins over the Eagles is one thing, but their emotion stayed high after a victory over the Cowboys the week before, and the Redskins can beat you in a lot of different ways. The physicality of Clinton Portis and running the football showed me something by Jim Zorn's Washington Redskins. The Dallas Cowboys still make too many careless mistakes. They almost allowed the Cincinnati Bengals to take care of them, but they made some big plays. That's what the Cowboys do. They make big plays. But I will tell you this, after watching them against Cincinnati in the last couple of weeks, they are not the NFC East's best team. Michael Turner, Atlanta, when he rushes for over 100 yards, the Atlanta Falcons seem to always win. They control the football. He and Matt Ryan, the quarterback, together, they go into Green Bay and win the football game. Atlanta Falcons are an impressive team, and they're doing some things. Last year, the transition from last year to this year, they may be the most improved team from year to now after watching how pathetic they were last year. They're doing things right in Atlanta. Michael Turner doesn't have to take a back seat to LT or anybody else right now. The New England Patriots ball control. Now, their offense has completely changed. I mean, when I say completely, the big play, they're going to control it, hand it off, control it. When you control the clock in the second and third quarter like they did over the San Francisco 49ers, you're going to win a lot of games. But the New England Patriots got their hands full because the explosiveness still isn't there. The Chargers and the Dolphins, the Chargers are a highly overrated football team, and the Miami Dolphins in 2009 are going to compete for a playoff spot, and they will disrupt it this year. Ronnie Brown's a superstar. Chad Pennington's a perfect quarterback for that team, and I love the guts that the Miami Dolphins have and the way that they play. They put it on the San Diego Chargers. I don't care about the 17-10 score. They dominated, and their defense got after what's supposed to be a Charger offense that's stunning and devastating to defenses. No, the Miami Dolphins whooped them. Chargers, overrated football team. Arizona Cardinals, Ken Wisenhunt, after last week against the Jets, boy, did they rebound. They were humiliated on the road, came back to Arizona. Kurt Warner, after a poor performance on the Jets, regardless of almost throwing for 500 yards, protected the football and did everything necessary. I'll tell you, the Arizona Cardinals can win the West, and I think they're going to, and they finally got the right coach in Ken Wisenhunt. The Giants and the Redskins are the best teams in the NFC East. Say what you want. The Giants are the best team nobody's talking about. They took Seattle apart. Seattle, the window's slamming shut for the Seattle Seahawks. You can forget them. Playoffs or anything else, they are not a good football team. The Giants just keep going. And Giants beat you in different ways. Plexico out, O.C. Umenyiora out. Doesn't matter. Hickson comes in and plays good football. They have somebody after somebody. Just a year ago, around this time, we were saying, is Tom Coughlin the man for the job? He's more than the man for the job. What a great turnaround from the first two games last year to now. Win a Super Bowl, no Super Bowl hangover. The Giants are not just good. The Giants can go back to the Super Bowl. If they keep this play up and Eli keeps progressing like he is, their defense will dominate you up front. I love the Giants. And I've watched the Giants and Redskins and Cowboys, and of all the games I've watched every week, the Giants and Redskins are the two best teams in the NFC East. Not the most talented, but they're the two best. My money's on them. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'm telling you right now, if they had a three-team round robin, the Cowboys are going to finish in third place in that group right now, regardless of the talent, because the other two teams don't make as many careless errors as the Cowboys do. The Broncos' defense finally won a game. They did it against a non-explosive Tampa offense. Two quarterbacks, Greasy gets hurt, and obviously Greasy gets hurt, and Jeff Garcia comes in. I'm still thinking about the Green Bay Packers and their loss, and Aaron Rodgers, will his durability last throughout the year? Two quarterbacks go out to Denver, can't get it done, and the Broncos' defense finally wins a game. We know their offense can score, but they shouldn't have to score 32 points a game, but the Broncos' defense came through. But I'm not buying it yet. When I see it one time against Tampa Bay, that tells me nothing about the Broncos' defense. And finally, the Indianapolis Colts, they may have saved their season. Still, the Colts are not the same team, but they scored 21 points in less than 4 minutes. The Houston Texans served them a victory on a silver platter when the game should have been over. The ball game was over, but turnover. They go down and score 3 touchdowns, 21 points in a hurry. May have turned and saved the Colts season because they lose this many losses that early in the season. No, but they still got their hand. Fortunately, they're playing in a division where the Jacksonville Jaguars are struggling, but they've got to now chase down a team called the Tennessee Titans that isn't messing around. They're 5-0 is Tennessee with that defense. So the Colts needed that win. You don't want to go down that many games this early in the season. I still don't think the Colts are a dominant team this year. One thing I do know is that the NFC, after 5 weeks, to me, looks like a far better conference than the AFC.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.